If I didn't know better, I would swear that Ronna McDaniel, RNC committee chair, Ronna McDaniel is a rat, a quisling, a a spy, a double agent, someone who was there to do everything she can to destroy any type of Trump victory, any type of Trump trajectory. She is from a world of the Oshios, concretized, ancient Republican Party that you should run from immediately. Your motto should be either it's Trump or it's nothing. Let me explain something to you again, especially if you're brand new here, and I welcome you and I thank you and I want you to please subscribe to the channel and all that stuff. Donald Trump is chemotherapy. Donald Trump is radiation. I don't want to hear this nonsense about, well, I don't know if somebody said the other day, I don't know if I can take 4 more years of Trump. Excuse me. Look around you. Look around you. I wanted to grab her head figuratively and say, come here. I'm going to go to, where do you want to go? San Francisco? Where would you want to go? The border? Where would you like to go? You can't take this. You will take 4 more years of this, because what we do is we use cliches. We use these phrases. I don't know if I can do 4 more years. Shut up. Shut up. You're an American? You want 4 more years of this because of what because he tweets? This is the effect people have. This is it. Donald Trump and that big mouth son of his, Don Jr., do me a favor. Shut up. Go away. This is for your own narcissistic worldview. And the most pathetic, Ivanka. How much is she paid? Daily Mail. Her toned shoulders. Oh my God. Get rid of these people. And what's with Melania? Once every 25 years she raises, what is she, like Puxatawny Phil? She raises her head. Oh, look, welcome America. All right, then she's gone. See ya. She's gone. She's back wherever the hell she is. Do me a favor. Take that family. Lose them. They're losers. Get rid of that family, especially Jared, especially now. I want them gone. Here's your money. Go to Jupiter Island, wherever the hell you are. Go. And by the way, Don Jr., you marry that thing and move live forever. You and Bezos can have a competition to see who's married the biggest cyborg or hominid or whatever this thing is, and get the hell out of here. You see, to Don Jr., it's all about him. He's an egomaniac. It's about him. It's, am I cool or what? They miss the days of strutting out on stages. I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of this. I want Trump to come in there and lay waste, like Sherman takes Vicksburg, like Grant took Atlanta, whatever you want to do. I don't care what you want to call it. I want there to be this absolute I don't want to say mowing. I can't say mowing without thinking of mowing the lawn in Gaza. I know it's a bad, but laying waste. Let me say this again. I do not care about the Trump family. Okay? Donald Jr. is a big mouth, a loud mouth, an egomaniac, a swelled head. I don't know what he is. I don't want you here. Get out. Get out. As far as your sister, this little, whatever, she can do whatever she wants. She's with the rest of these people. See, they live in this world. Daily Mail. I was somebody there. Oh, somebody they had a picture. Look, I never talk about the Obama family. The girls, kids. Leave kids out of it, with the exception of Don Jr. and the rest of those, because those are they're almost 50 years old, these people. And they had a picture of Sasha and Malia. I don't know which one's which. One's walking around with her gut hanging out. She's got her like her bare midriff, like a gut, like a beer gut hanging out. I'm sorry. It's the way it is. Sue me. And the Daily Mail read, Here she is, her Sasha. Who is the shorter one with the is that Malia, Sasha? I don't know which one, whatever she is. Anyway, they also said she shows off her toned abs. Excuse me, what is this, a joke? Look, if you want to pull that stuff, that's fine. You can say whatever you want, but it's like, enough of this stuff. What is this? What is this thing? People, honest to God, they live the world. Ivanka Trump is the most baseless, not selfless in terms of, the way, but I mean, this egomaniacal, I'm so sexy. This is their world. Okay, fine. Go away. Go away. I've got 2024 to worry about. And Donald Trump is going to be radiation. Donald Trump is a chemotherapy. Donald Trump is the last thing. You only break the glass when you need it. He's it. He's all you've got. Ronald Reagan's dead. Rush Limbaugh's dead. This stuff is dead. You should see this. I'm reading the American Conservative. Oh my God. I went through some of their stuff. It's like, oh my God. They're still talking about the sanctity of the human life. You're going to lose an election. Don't talk about the human life right now. Win the election, then talk about this later. Do you want to win or not? No, we want to be conservative. We want to live. We want there to be a constitutional guarantee against abortion. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to lose it again for us. Sparky says, tried to warn about Ronna McDaniel, but you said I was mad. A danger to myself or others. I could be misremembering. Sparky. Ronna McDaniel and the GOP, I have been saying, are worthless since the beginning of time. You tried to warn me about Ronna McDaniel in your dreams. Everybody knows Ronna McDaniel. That's not even a warning. I warned you not to swallow and gargle with those razor blades. I warned you. You warned me? I didn't know this? To warn means to instruct somebody about something they know nothing about. Ronna McDaniel? I've been talking about the GOP. Who remembers me telling you that the GOP get rid of them? That they're nothing but quislings? Who remembers this? What? What? By the way, if anybody didn't know better, they say, that's a work. Yeah. They got this Sparky guy to say that because there's no way that nobody even thinks that. They've been screaming about her. And by the way, the rest of the Republicans, Vivek, Nikki Haley, Chris Haley, they're just worthless. Worthless. Ron DeSantis, what a bunch of nobodies. What a bunch of absolute nobodies. I'm telling you. Who was the one who told you that Ronna McDaniel should every day say, here's what we have. We have legions of lawyers ready to take to the streets. Take to the streets to let the world know. To let the world know what is happening right now. Taking to the streets. Sound like our good friend Michael McDonald. I said, are they ready for the next version of this? Is Ronna McDaniel, in fact, you know what they're doing right now? The Republican Party, they just want to have parties. They just want to go to like CPAC. And look at this. Our favorite chain yanker, Mr. Sparky. I despise these people. By the way, you're going to love this. I was on, somebody asked me, they said, would you like to be on, to discuss something? I think it was just a regular talk show with the biggest clod anyone has ever seen regarding the prototypical Republican, you know what I mean? The typical and we got to stand behind Israel no matter what. Okay, fine. I mean, that's great, but it's like they've been saying that for 20 years. Remember, anybody here, any new ideas from Alan Dershowitz on Israel? Anything new? Not that he's wrong, but anything new? Mm-mm. Anything new? Nope. Same story, same story. Same group, same people. By the way, while we're at it, this pretend a UFO expose. Nobody's interested in getting to the bottom of the UFOs. They've been saying the same thing. They're not even looking in the right direction for that. It doesn't even matter. And by the way, let me before I forget, my friends, listen to me carefully. You know, this is important. We've been talking about home and whole preparedness and food and for a long time. And years ago, I'll never forget, there was this idea. There were these memes. One was tinfoil hat. You know what tinfoil hat is, right? It's actually aluminum foil, but tinfoil hat was to somehow keep the signals or the radiation or the waves or whatever it is out of your brain or whatever it was, and hence that's the meme. So tinfoil hat. Okay. Black helicopters. These were people who believed that throngs of enemy folks are going to come over the horizon in black helicopters, and they were that. So it was a tinfoil hat, black helicopter, and preppers. And people would laugh. They would say preppers, gold, ammo. You know, Sam, Mr. AGI. You know this fellow? Have you read his stuff? Have you read his Sam Altman? Have you read his read his Wikipedia? Whatever that's worth. But what a scam that is. He has his what is it? I forget, not chlorine tablets, but something, but he's got gold, ammo, food. It makes the most sense. It makes the most sense. Do you have a generator in your yard? Of course. Prepper. Crazy. Right now, preparewithlionel.com, preparewithlionel.com has the best thing for you to jump into. You might say to yourself, I don't know. You will piss money away on stuff that doesn't matter. Okay, here's one for you. Maybe this will get your attention. Here's a 4-week emergency food supply kit. Over 2,000 calories a day, 16 varieties, 25-year shelf life. Breakfast, lunches, dinners, drinks, snacks, packed into two rugged buckets that weigh 38 pounds total. Free shipping and handling. And here it is right now. Okay? Preparewithlionel.com. 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 Let me give you the link. Preparewithlionel.com. Preparewithlionel.com. I'm going to say it one more time. And here's the real fast link. Do me a favor. Maybe this is what you need. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, who knows? People are weird about that thing. Maybe if you realize, if I were to buy emergency food, maybe I'm acknowledging the fact that I might need it. Yes, that could very well be. Sometimes we have weird psychological things where we stay away from it. Anyway, to make a long story short, that's it, my friends. Our dear friends at preparewithlionel.com. Okay, here he is to taunt and to drive me crazy more. Sparky says Trump and his supporters need to take into account that they can't bang on support from the GOP. His supporters sort of realize that, but does Trump? I don't know. Sparky, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea. I think I told you the other day there was I've got some new stuff coming up, some new videos. So make sure you sign up for this. There's going to be an absolute. That New Year's Eve is going to be horrible. Horrible. It's going to be horrible. New Year's Eve. They are planning on a protest. They are planning on a pro-Palestinian protest, whatever you want to call it. Remember, protests have nothing to do with the efficacy of the particular cause. You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying. Okay? The protest. Here's my question. Where are the pro-Israel? I would say, hey, Israel, hey, pro-Israel. You've got the entire press behind you, number one. You've got the government behind you. You got the police behind you. You got everybody behind you. Why don't you put together a 250,000 mass wave of pro-Palestine? Pro-Israel. Why don't you do it? Why don't you do it? Where are you? I don't understand this. I don't understand this. I don't understand. I do not understand any of this. If they said together, if the Israeli, whether it's AIPAC or Israeli or conservatives, whatever, said we're going to put together, you talk about from the river to the sea, from the Hudson River all the way to the Atlantic, or whatever it is, you're going to see a movement. Will blow you away. You want to, holy shit, look at this. It's nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. You're being out organized. When it comes to organization, and I'm not trying to compare pro-Palestinian with George, Floyd, but when it comes to anything, hell, even that stupid Pussy Riot, not Pussy Riot, what am I saying? The Pussy Hat. Remember that? Pardon me. I'm sorry to be using these terms, but that's what it was called. Remember that SpongeBob weird pink hat people wore with the corner? I don't know what the hell that was. Even that was more than this. Where is the pro-Israeli where is it? All I know is a bunch of people here that I know, they're sitting around with their face like that, and you go, this is wrong. Okay, so why don't you get off your fat ass and protest? I don't protest. Well, they're protesting. Where is it around the world? Don't you understand? This is the battle for for ideas. What's happening? What is the official position of the Republican Party? On Sparky knows this one. If you're Ronna McDaniel, what's the official position on Israel? What? These numbers are incredible. 20,000, 20. I don't even know how many. I have no idea. I have no idea. This thing is just, I don't even know how to tell you. Anybody talking about Simar? Anybody talking about his thing? No. For any kind, if you want to know any kind, remember, you can go to WEON, you can go to Al Jazeera, you can go to First Post, you can go to Breaking Points, you can go to any place, you can go any place of RT, CCTV, go anywhere, France 24, go to any newspaper outlet to get the truth. And when I talk to people about this, they're unable to handle. Let me tell you something. They're going to go after you. You don't grasp this. You don't grasp this. I'm sure you do. Okay. But there is a Yaya. Get your yayas out. Who was that? Was it get your? Was that the Stones or who was? Oh yeah, get your yayas out, right. That was in 1970. Well, Yaya's sin war. That's easy. Sin war. Okay, does that say it? If ever, he's 61 years old, by the way. If ever there was a guy, he was born Khan Yunus. He went to the Islamic University of Gaza. Okay. And I don't say this jokingly or laughingly or Mr. Tough Guy. This man is such a dead man. It's not even remote. Do yourself a favor. Get out of Gaza. They're suffering enough because anybody standing within. Have you seen what a 2,000-pound bomb can do? It takes. 500 pounds? Did you see the crater this thing leaves? Do you see this? I mean, it takes. Okay. Ronna McDaniel wouldn't understand this, but that guy, he's a dead man. And this is the part that I can't explain to my friends, my folks, remember, look at everything from the viewpoint of each person. When you want to understand how somebody feels, understand from their point of view. What do the Gazans think about this guy? Thanks for nothing. PA folks might, Palestinians might like, Qatar might like it, Houthis might like it, Hezbollah might like it, and say, hey, this is terrific. October the 7th really, really, really changed a lot. And Ronna McDaniel, by the way, is saying, I don't know what the hell they're even talking about. If you're in Gaza, you hate this guy because you blew up everything. You don't even live here, and now you're going to take off. And what are you going to do now? Next, we talked about this last night. What are you going to do? And people are saying, give back the hostages. Give back the hostages. What do you think? What does an Israeli want? What does a Gazan want? What does a Palestinian want? What are you going to do? Give back the hostages. And what about us? You give back the hostages. They say, by the way, are they gone? They're gone. You sure now, right? There's no more. No more. Okay. Now we finish off. You want to talk about mowing the lawn? Wait till you see this. So what do you do? What do you do? Sparky says, what happens when social media influencers who accepted $5,000 from AIPAC to shill for Israel realize that they made a deal with the devil? Was it a set period of time or is it indefinite? First of all, we don't know if these things happen. Number one. Number two, do you want to shill for Israel or shill for Bibi or shill for Likud or shill for the war tribunal or shill for Israelis or shill for Judaism or shill for Zionism? There's about 90 different things. I stand in support behind the people, the men, the women, the children of Israel. Israelis. Americans, Israelis. I hate the way they always say, you Americans. It's like, wait a minute, I didn't sign off for this war in Iraq. I didn't sign off for Afghanistan. Don't lump me into this. But I'm not going to do the same thing. So we got to be very careful. I can only speak for me. For the people of Israel, what do they think? I know what they want. They want peace and they want a country. They don't want a two-state solution. Who wants to share with anybody? I got it, but they're going to get it. There's going to have to be something called a two-state solution. Okay? Those are the Israelis. I've been there twice. And the Israelis are Arabs, Coptic Christians, Baha'i, Jews, native-born Arabs, Palestinians. There's all kinds of people. They all live there. Not everybody's happy, but they're there. Go to the souk, go to in Jerusalem, go to the market. It's all Arab. They own everything. So let's make sure we get our thing. When you shill for the Israelis, what are you talking about now? There are parts of Israel who say, I don't know anything about, I don't live here. I don't know these people. This is terrible. This is horrible. I want peace in my country. I'm nowhere near this. There might be more north. You got Hezbollah to worry about. Okay, those are Israelis. Now, what about Bibi? What does he think? Oh, he is done. Politically, done. Temper everything that he's doing right now with the fact that he's trying. He has been the longest prime minister in the history of the country. This guy he is so done. They can't stand him. Okay, that's it. Now, who else? Let's don't argue Zionism. Do you want to argue Zionism? Okay. You want to argue the bull moose party? Zionism is a little moot at this point. A little moot. But I know people who love to say Zionist, and they never let a message. They never let a debate go. Oh, the Zionists. Would you stop this? You're going to bring up Herzl now? Now you're going to talk about. We'll get to this later. Okay. So who else is there? What else you want to talk about? The Likud party, the IDF. What is it that you want? Who are we talking about? Sparky says only U.S. and Israel like Hamas before October the 7th. U.S. stops supplying arms and funding and tragedy stops. No. No. Thank you very much, but no. Blanket statement. Well, they didn't like Hamas. Oh, no. Two different. Did they like Hamas? They'll say, well, that's all we've got. They're getting our attention. Do I like Hamas? Do I like Hamas? No, but Palestinian Authority didn't do anything for us. Abu Mazen didn't do anything. And there's a lot of other people, Sparky, who were saying, look, I think that's awful. I think October 7th was terrible. Don't sign my name on that. But guess what? They're talking about us for the first time. So what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? It's terrible. But they're talking about us for the first time. This has been going on forever. And now there's people in the streets. So while I think it's horrible, October the 7th, and by the way, going back to you're not your buddy, but Sinwar, oh my God. A lot of these Gazans are saying, what did you do? What did you do? Do you know what you did? Let me tell you something, my friends. You've got it. And with all due respect to people, and I love them, Max Blumenthal and others doing a great job. They will never see it. They don't do like this. I'm a rain bird. Remember those great? Remember that in your lawn? Remember the sprinkler? That's me. I look at the entire spectrum. Everything. I water everything. I get everything. And Sinwar, imagine I'm a Gazan saying, what did you do? Something happened. When you go and you kidnap women and you kidnap, it's like their killing is awful. They used to have, during the Intifada, they had a car bomb, suicide bomb. Oh my God, it was terrible. This one did something that just... You ever see a fight? You ever see a fight where two guys are slugging it? They're not real fighters. They've never been in a fight. And one guy does that, and he tastes blood. He tastes his own blood, and he goes crazy. You ever seen this? Something happens. Something. It's an atavistic, weird, primordial. That's what happened. And when they start acting like that, this is not a fight. This is crazy. This is crazy time. They did something. This thing. So a lot of Gazans are saying, way to go, Sidmore. Way to go. Oh, you were terrific. Oh, yeah. Oh no, they're out there in the streets. Oh, they're marching. Thanks a lot. But they're gonna destroy us. You idiot. You idiot. Of all the things to do, you don't, with Bibi on his last leg politically, you do this. You signed your death warrant. What are you doing? Well, at least they're going to know. I know what? What are you doing? That's what they're saying. In addition to, guess what there, Sinwar? You're on your own there, buddy boy. Why do people say, don't look at me? What are you going to do? Put him, I guess he can live in exile for the rest of his life. It's that one there, right? That one there by the... Yeah, okay. There we go. Gotta get my instructions from Mrs. L. Boy, it's weird and foggy today in New York. Very foggy. It's a foggy. I'll take that. No problem. I'll take it. Just... All right, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of everything. I got my sign back there. It says fixer of everything. I love that. Okay. Are you confused yet? Good. Are you confused? And by the way, if you're the country that says, hey, if Yahya says, hey, can I come in your country? Are you Sinwar? Yeah, look, hey, anybody mind if Sinwar lives on your block? What? Anybody mind? I guarantee you, I guarantee you, there is one thing, and if it, remember when who was it? What was that guy's name from Iraq who said, "Well, we got him." He was the head of the Iraqi Authority. If Bibi says, "I got him," there he is, and you see that gun turret. You see that turret cam, and they show you a finger. Remember Casey Kasem Salami? Remember him? When they did that? They showed the finger with the ring and the whole bit. They say, "Here he is, got him." Everybody in Israel will be, who knows? It might bring him back to Bibi. I don't know. But I sure as hell don't want him on my block. Get the hell out of here. No, but I'm no, you're the Palestinian. Yeah, but get out of here. No. I don't. Somebody gives you up. Oh, when you start seeing people leaving, you understand this? This is the most important thing in the world. This is the thing which I find to be absolutely the most important thing in the world. And I say this to understand the reality of what's happening. Do you understand the reality? The reality. See, people hate reality. People hate the truth. It drives them nuts. Because when you tell people the truth, and here's my friend Sparky. That's right, Sparky, Sparky. Comment to Sabby Sab. People go on Potemkin Village tours and think they know Israel-Palestine situation. She pointed out all tourist tours are Potemkin Village tours, no matter where you travel. Yeah. Well, what do you think about that? What do you think? What do you think? Oh, Sabby Sabs. This is a okay. She is Sab. I'm reading Sabby Sabs. This is the host of Sabby Sabs, the Revolution Black. Okay, I'll follow her. Okay. Hey, look, I got. Can I explain something to you? Okay. Let me ask you something. Sparky, do you think that when the United States CIA, which is kind of redundant, has a thing, do you believe that the like, for example, when you go to the CIA and you say, "Here's, I've got this script, and this script is very important. Could you help us?" CIA used to say, "Okay, listen, give us a script. Let us go through it. Let us review it. And if it's, if it passes muster, we will provide for you all the background information you need. We'll give you, military bases and all that stuff." You think there's a connection there? Yeah. Do you think that when the United States puts out, "Welcome, come on in, welcome," do you think that we show them good stuff? Yes. When I went to Israel twice, do you think they showed me the good stuff or the crappy stuff? Do you think they say, "Hey, listen, let me show you where all the lepers are," or whatever? No. Anybody going to cruise ship? Anybody going to cruise ship? Anybody? Anybody going to cruise ship? You know when you get off the cruise ship and you go to these stupid things they show, like glass blowing or whatever it is. Do they show you the good part about Puerto Vallarta or the slums or the favelas or whatever? No. Yes, we know this. You do know this, right? You do know this. Yeah. Define propaganda. Define propaganda. Define propaganda. Are you a propagandist? Yes, you are. Sure you are. Am I a propagandist? Yep. Absolutely. Do I think so? No. But people who don't agree with me do. That's what they call it. That's what you call somebody else. You're a propagandist. That's what you call them. That's what you call these people. You call these people a propagandist. And that's the way people think. Ladies and gentlemen, Al Brooks, Weird Al Brooks, Alan Brooks is a new member. Thank you, Alan. By the way, I'm going to be doing some very, very special little momentary what am I trying to say? Some momentary little hellos and amidst all of this other kind of stuff. I thank you for that. Thank you for all of this. I appreciate this. But let me ask you something. Do you tell me everybody is not naive, right? Tell me you know what's going on. And tell me you know what's going on, right? Tell me. Tell me you know what's going on and tell me where this is going to end. Now, we went back to the Republican National Committee. Now, here's some new news as well. And this is important, and you may like this. How many people care about Claudine Gay and Harvard University and want her fired because she's a DEI leftist worm? How many? How many want this RuPaul doppelganger booted from Harvard? Anybody? Come on, tell me. Anybody? Come on. Let's go. Please, I need your input. Say something, write something of interest. By the way, I need 300 likes. This is absolutely pathetic. I need 300 likes. Thank you. Please. Now, do you really want to, do you think, I mean, I know you know this, and I know you understand this, but do you understand what's happening here? Do you think anybody really knows what's going on? Let me give you an example. But do you think anybody really cares? And the reason why they care about it is because she's weird looking. She's this quota, token, DEI, right? That's what people think. Oh, you're just there because you're black and you look weird and you got funny glasses and you're just some radical left shill for Harvard and you didn't earn any of your stuff and you cheated and you're a plagiarist. And now we find out that the basis and bases for your oh dear God, your dissertation that or whatever that got you tenure, that it was bogus and no good. That's what it was about. So you don't care. See, Fox says it best. I don't really care, but it's interesting to see because here's the problem. When they reviewed Trump to the point where every single thing he did, and they were going to go after him for the emoluments clause. Well, you know what? F you, lefties. F you. How do you like it? You don't mind scrutinizing Trump? Well, you're going to get it both barrels. You got that? You're going to get it both barrels. When they go after Roger Stone, they go after this, when they go after that, and General Flynn, fine. Go ahead. You want to go after all of these lawyers who dared to advance the idea that maybe the election was bogus. You crawled up their ass and drove them crazy. Well, you know what? How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own, no directions known, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone? How does it feel? Bring it on. Bring it on, Claudine. I'm not going to lose any sleep one way or the other, but you know what? I want to see you out because you, apparently, to these rat bastards, represent some sacrificial ceremonial. Get her. That simple. You understand what I'm saying? Get her. I mean, you care about plagiarism. Doris Kearns Goodwin, Mike Barnacle, Stephen Ambrose. Shall we go through the list? The worst plagiarist the worst liar is Joe Biden. Remember when they went after, who was it? They went after, oh my God, they went after Melania. Didn't they say she stole? Well, not stole, but they took from maybe Michelle's. I don't know. They went crazy. This is the head. This is the president of the most prestigious university. I hope that one day people say, you know what, and God bless the people that like Harvard Medical School, not the law school, but the technical stuff. Yeah, those are still good. And I hope people, when they go to put their money in like University of Chicago, I hope there's this movement for like Hillsdale. I want little liberal arts colleges, and I want that's right, places that are, you know what, prototypically conservative. I want them to be the new cool school. I want them to grind themselves out of existence. I despise these people. I despise these people. So good for them. Period. If you don't like it, tough. Now, let me stop right now for 1 second. Let me tell you about this. I told you this. I'm going to say it again. Now, I told you this when, Mike Lindell came along and he did his, it was very good, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. It was good stuff that he did. And if you go to mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, this link right there, I thought, okay. Well, then they came down on him. Oh my God, they came down on him. And then he fought back and we fought back and we've been together ever since. And right now, if you go to mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, look at this. Look at, plus you get a free gift. I know it's tautological. My Pillow Down Comforter, 600 fill. You can't believe they're slashing everything you can possibly come at. Every permutation of pillow and blanket and toppers and mattress protectors and bathrobes and duvet covers and waffle blankets and down blankets and plush blankets and Lux knit throw blankets and Giza cut, you name it. But more importantly, and I'm sorry if I think you understand it. I love this guy. So mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, you go and you use that promo and you buy everything they have because they try to destroy this guy. And every time I'm driving on Route 3 and I say, oh, look, this is where the Bed Bath & Beyond used to be. These are the people who went after Mike Lindell. Well, they're gone and he's still there. mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. You got that? Okay. Propaganda was just showing your country the best light. It wasn't hidden. Countries had their ministry of propaganda. Goebbels gave propaganda a bad name. Now blatant lies are part of propaganda. You're right about Goebbels. Not Goebbels, but you're right about that. He did do that to an extent. And propaganda came from the propagation of I think it was Gregory the Seventh or something, the propagation of the faith. Didn't have a bad connotation at all. Propaganda, to propagate, to disseminate, to spread. But it had a negative term, as you say very correctly, because other people came along and they said, you know what? We don't like this. We don't like this. We don't like this. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? We don't like what you're saying, so you're propaganda. Just like you're a terrorist. Are we a terrorist? Oh, no, not the United States. They're a terrorist. Other people are terrorists, not us. This is the way this thing works. This is the way all of this thing works. And this is the thing which I absolutely, positively despise when people don't recognize their own lunacy, dare I say. It was a subversive move by Melania's speechwriter to tarnish Melania. You know what? Very, very, very. Look at Gina. I hate this auto spell. Just put Rama Lama Ding Dong. Who cares? By the way, have you lost all Vivek Ramaswamy? What a phony. Are you buying all that stuff? You buying that Vivek stuff? Come on. Look at this. Donna Lemo says, Hillside, they send me information all the time. Well, Donna, maybe you should tell them, stop that. Stop doing it. Angelica says, border security, recidivism, crime, shell, business regulations, economy, defund the police, school safety, fascism, socialism, gender dysphoria. By the way, do you mean, oh, Troy, wait a minute, hold it, L. Troy. Very good. I can't make out what that parenthetical reference is, but thank you. Is that? I have no idea. Is that Hebrew? I have no idea what that is. But thank you, Troy. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anybody here? Anybody here on Medicare? I turned 65. I got my Medicare card. I'm not on Social Security yet. I'll take it. Anybody taking your Social Security? I will. I'll take it. Anybody say, well, I'm not, I'm not eligible yet, but they say, should you wait till you're 70? Whatever. Okay. Socialism. Socialism. Oh, Nahum. I like that in Hebrew. Excellent. I think my Hebraic name, I'm a, well, the name, I'm a Michael. And Michael is one who is like God. Who resembles God? Michael is a gender neutral name. It means who resembles God? Question mark. Emperors, kings, and saints have borne the name Michael over the centuries. It's in every language there is. Miguel, Michele, Mihal in Gaelic, Misha. It's one of those one of those things too, and I dig that. And by the way, remember that in Israel, Yiddish is spoken because Hebrew, maybe I'm getting this wrong, Hebrew is a language that you speak to God when you pray, but Yiddish is, conversational and the like. And welcome, my friend. Also, remember one thing. I'm going to say this again. American, New York, New Yorker. Big difference. That's all. And I know people don't understand that because they don't, they don't get it. They don't understand what we're doing. But there's also something was happening, by the way. Vivek, brother, is he part AI robot, encyclopedic? Oh, he's smart, but he's like, no, he has no. He's nice to throw. He's like the Alan Keyes of whatever. It's like, okay. He's the Gary Bauer. Remember those guys? Didn't think so. I saw Alan Keyes recently. He's still doing it. Still doing his thing. By the way, parenthetically, I hope 2024 is the era of warehousing. I hope it's the era of warehousing the mentally ill, the violent mentally ill. Who's with me on that one? Anybody? It's time to warehouse. Mikhail, right, in Russian, Mikhail, but Misha, I believe, is like the nickname or whatever it is. It's just like William and Bill. It's like Francesco, Pancho, Richard, Dick. I never got that one. I think Jose is Cheo. There's all these nicknames in Spanish or whatever it is. So, in any event, I appreciate that. It was very, very funny. One time when I was in, I have a very good friend of mine. He probably is anymore because people. It's so fun. I've lost so many. I told you. You've heard my position on this. I think I'm very, very rational when it comes to Palestine and Israel. I think I'm very, very rational. Very, 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 very rational when it comes to this. Completely rational. And to make a long story short, I told him one time, I said, I have, when I met the very, how do I say this, the Orthodox Jews and people who live a most, dare I say, austere background, Jewish, the Arab. You ever been in New York and see the line? Anybody see the fishing line up above, the Arab? Ever see that one? The Shabbos Goy, anyway. So I was telling my friend in Hebrew, excuse me, in Israel, and many of them, by the way, are not religious in the least, and they fear most emphatically. They fear the how do I say this? They fear the ultra religious. They do. Because remember, within you're having families with 7+ kids per family. And this is going to be a population game. And you're seeing right now between Palestinian and Israelis, you're going to see actual numbers. So anyway, so I was explaining to my friend in Israel about what I know about friends and people I've known in Brooklyn. He didn't believe anything I'm saying. He didn't believe anything I'm saying about Shabbos. It's like he never heard of this. They didn't. They're not. They might be religious Jews, but they're more. It's weird. We don't have this. There's a religious group. There's Hebraic. There's Judaism and Zionism. But then there are people who are Israelis who are Jewish in culture, just like in our country, for example. I know people, friends of mine, who claim to be Italian. They have nothing to do with Italy. They can't speak the language. They can't write the language. They are New York. They're Brooklyn, Staten Island. Their name may be like Imbrelagazio or something. And they're nonna or nana. They might be Sicilian from a couple of generations back. They might have macaroni on Sunday, and they may they may know some, but they are cultural Italians. Sparky says, if Sabi Sas's it was Sabi Sas's show, where I saw the old clip of Vivek and his pal Pete Booty Giggity as town hall questioners, people are often too quick to dismiss the significance of this, in my opinion. Oh, you know what? Like I told you, let me tell you, Spark, you and I like Crystal Ball and Brianna and others. By the way, Sagar, Robbie, next. But let me go back to what I was saying. There are people in this country who think they're Irish. I've got a friend of mine who swears she is Irish. When Shane McGowan died, you would have thought it was the end of the world. It's like, but you're not Irish. No, but I am. No, you're not. You're Irish American. You might connect somehow through, but you don't speak Irish or Gaelic. You've never. I mean, you might have been there a couple of times. You have no connection whatsoever. And when the Irish, I know Irish, many of them pub owners, many of them in Sunnyside, Queens, used to be. Many of them, I mean, Irish, and I would get into the North versus South versus the Republican versus this versus the Ulster folk. Americans had absolutely no connection. There was a time during that. Remember during the after 9/11, that concert in Madison Square Garden, who goes, "You can kiss my Irish ass." Some fireman, you're not Irish. You're not Irish. You're American. You got an Irish surname. This is nonsense. But I know people, very, very simply, who were basically atheists, yet they were raised culturally in a Jewish household. And I get it. I understand it. We don't have that. So it's a different thing. We identify kind of with a country because we were born there, but I don't think anybody really understands what it means. And it's not fraught with sometimes idiosyncratic or illogical problems. But what I'm asking you is simply this. Remember this. Please listen to me carefully. Listen to me. I don't care whether you agree with something. I want you to understand it. You hear what I'm saying? I don't care whether you agree with it. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care whether you agree with it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you agree. You can say, well, I agree. I don't care whether you agree. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care whether you agree with anything. I don't. I want you to understand the way they think. I don't care the way if you understand Black people. Listen to what they're saying about reparations. Listen to what they're saying. Maybe understand it, maybe don't. I don't care. Don't agree with it. You have to agree with anything. Understand. Put yourself in the position. This is what McNamara said. Understand what an Israeli thinks. Understand what a Palestinian thinks. Understand what a lefty thinks, what a righty thinks. Understand what some poor schlub who thinks that Don Jr. is somehow the voice of whatever. Stop it. Don Jr., I'm not voting for your father because he's your father, and I'm not voting for your father because he's Donald Trump. I'm voting for your father because this is our last chance. And you and that group, you have done nothing but you have parlayed that name, and that's fine. I dig it. Look, the Kennedys do the same thing. I understand it, but I've got no time for you. And as soon, listen to me carefully, everybody who agrees with me, as soon, God forbid, because I think Trump looks like he's like Benjamin Button. He's actually losing, age. But the moment something happens to him, I'm done completely. See ya. Done. I'm done. The only thing that keeps me here, the only thing from full-blown independent or wildcatter or whatever you want to call it, the only thing is the fact that Trump is with us. Who's with me on that one? Who's with me? The moment he dies, sorry, I'm done. I'm done. I am done. Do you understand this? I am done. You can take you and your Ronna McDaniels and all this stuff, and you can just forget it. Period. You understand this? I am an American. I say this proudly. It's the Constitution. I don't care about the GOP or that stupid Fox News, that stupid Newsmax, or any of that. I don't care. Those are TV shows. Those are children pretending to play the role of something. I won't have it. You got it? All right. All right, dear friends. That's to you. This is my crepitation. Hand farts for you. I send this to you out of love. Oh, this is good. Nice texture. Yeah. Oh. Sometimes it just works perfectly. Yeah. You don't want to hear that in an elevator. Huh? Or during any kind of a physical treatment, Any kind of, you want to check? They don't do prostate checks like that anymore. I know. What are you going to do? There's always, you can do it at home, by the way. I one time said jokingly, I said men should involve themselves in a prostate self-examination. Obviously, I thought most people would recognize the joke, but they don't. They don't see it whatsoever. You tell me right now, look at all you sick babies are laughing at this. Why is this funny? It's funny because it is. Kids love this. Everybody loves it. You can go to any country. I can go to any. I can go to Gaza. I can go to Tel Aviv. I can go to Paris. I can say, hey, and they'll laugh. They will laugh. Kids love that too. You ever see that? Was that you? What's that? Take that. Oh, don't give me that business. Don't you give me that business. You did this. I did not. There was a great story one time. There was a fellow who had, sometimes when you have surgery, especially women, if you've had cesareans and they take your guts out, they move it to the side and then put it back. Away it goes. Well, you want to make sure they're not kinked. Make sure there's not a. So passing gas is very, very important, right? This is a sound of. Listen, hang on. No, see, you lose that. You got to get it. No. Okay. Sort of. All right. Anyway, so when they, this one guy is true was inside, the door opened up and said, "Mr. Willows, did you pass gas?" He goes, "I did not." And they were saying, no, they're not accusing you. They're making sure that you did, because if you did, then your intestines aren't kinked up. Listen, if you don't fart, you're going to die. You know how many, I know nobody wants to talk about this. You know how much flatulence you put out every single day? Do you have any idea? Cubic yards of methane? Oh, dear God. It's serious stuff. I mean, it's life. It's life. Sparky's got something to say. Sparky says, because their lineage often goes back to the colonial times in America, plus their tremendous contribution to American culture, African Americans are sometimes the most American of Americans. I think so. I don't understand necessarily why there was a connection of Africa. I mean, I'm sure it was. But I know there are a lot of slave folks who have absolutely no connection whatsoever. I think we all do. Lucy, Australopithecus africanus, and all that other kind of jazz. I don't even want to get into that. I'm American, and I've got relatives who've got names. Yeah, they came over here, but it has nothing to do with me. Nothing. I'm not into lineage, and I don't care about that. means nothing. Means absolutely nothing. What means something is now blazing saddle. Girls don't. My arse. I know there's a pun there somewhere. This would be one of the funniest. If you ever let me on TV, hello. I don't know about you, but remember the Poopery commercials? You ever see Poopery? That's a great product. Who uses Poopery? Anybody? This is great stuff. Somebody said, let's just spray this oil slick on top of toilet water. It's like a viscous liquid. You can drop anchor, whatever. And then this layer keeps whatever feculence below this lip, so to speak, and you can be at a party or someplace else and not basically take out the third floor. There won't be any need for hazmats. Nobody will call 911 because of whatever. And nobody wants to talk about that. But this commercial, Poopery, they have these at Bed, well, they used to have at Bed Bath, but you can buy these things and they're incredible. Oh, look at this. That's right. Benjamin Franklin wrote essay Fart Proudly. I still think, and I know people laugh at this, but I still think it's one of the things you do as a kid that you first get attention. Toilet training and things like that, but also farting is just one of those. It's just people laugh, and it's the first time you got to laugh as a kid. Like, hey, Jerry, you're laughing at me? Nobody laughs when you were a kid and you loaded up your diaper. Nobody laughed. People would, oh, Joe, whew. That's not good. How do you feel as a kid? What did I do? Oh, gee. But hey, what does that tell you? I'm a comedian. We'll talk about it one day. I'm dead serious about this. I'm not kidding. It is a very, very important and very, very critical part in your lives. So anyway, Sparky, thank you. Hey, Kiaka, thank you so much. Thank you, El Troy, our new member. Thank you, my dear friend. Alan Brooks, thank you as well. And thank you for being not only who you are, but what you appear to be. Please tell friends that. Thank you, Uncle Dave. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for not being, not who you are, but what you appear to be. And say it's sincerity. And they'll never listen to a word you're saying. I say the great line from Roxanne. I'd rather be with you people than the finest people in the world. And I mean that. All right, dear friends, we love you. Have a great and glorious day. See you tomorrow, same bad time. Not tomorrow. Later on, 7 p.m. What am I saying? You have a great and glorious day. And don't forget, by the way, just want to let you know, there is that other kind of stuff. Oh, I forgot to tell you. More importantly, this is very, very critical. We need to tell you February 3rd at the Cutting Room. Tickets on sale right now. Tickets on sale. Where is it? We'll talk more about that later. Anyway, have a great and glorious day, my friends. Okay? I mean that sincerely. See you later at 7 p.m. And don't forget, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Dead.